I'm Mike Hayne, and I'm talking to myself to cure myself. December 8th, Thursday, 11 a.m., 2022. 55 degrees, no wind, beautiful blue sky in Las Vegas, and I'm talking to myself to cure myself. There is so much going on, it's unreal. I have good Wi-Fi where I live, and I have a tablet from Amazon. And I like Amazon. You can talk bad about it all you want. The problem was, I'll talk today about economics. In communism, which is what we've been living in since 1989, Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall. In communism, as they were doing their communism, the Soviet Union, back in the old days, we were observing them and saying, look, it's going to fail. It's not going to work. And it didn't work. And what was the problem? The middle class, or what they call bureaucrats. That was what the problem was. And what do we always say? Organized crime and communism grow like a fungus on the successful tree of capitalism. So, capitalism is the first thing. Capitalism means people get together and create products. I can't grow corn on my own. What good would that be? I got to go plant the corn, grow it, buy some fertilizer. Then I need a truck. A guy makes a truck and I buy it from him and I drive it to the market and then the people buy it. That's capitalism. But when it reaches a certain point, like it did in 1900, Andrew Carnegie, the richest guy in the world, the guy that made the railroads and U.S. Steel, he was walking around saying, wait, what is this? This is nuts. 1900, United States. I got $1 billion, I'm Andrew Carnegie, and this other guy has nothing. So he built the libraries. And that spent a lot of money. Free public libraries and buying all the books from all the authors. Andrew Carnegie. But he was basically saying, what is this? This is nuts. Why do I have $1 billion? And these other ones have nothing. So, capitalism creates a great, beautiful abundance. And what did Tom Wolfe say in the 1960s, the author? It's the me generation. We don't have to work anymore. The only reason we have to work, and what do we always say? When they say they need to create more jobs, it means they want to create more slaves. The whole system, when Kaepernick was kneeling down at the football games, he was right. The whole system is a mess. Which means decline is going to come. But Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall. Okay. So we watched communism and we saw that the bureaucrats, the middle class, were the reason why it failed. They just wanted more and more and more. Same thing Nixon was facing in the late 60s. More and more and more for the middle class. What are you talking about? We can't give you more. Don't give us that crap. And now, 50 years later, it is true that that we have reputable economics professors who do the charts and study and say the corporations do have billions of dollars. And they could release a little bit of the money back to the middle class. But, again, what's going on? What do we always say? Hugh Hefner should have been put in prison. The problem of the 60s was not only the failed economy of people wanting more and more and more and not being able to keep the economy going, but the weird character of the people. Just this depraved, selfish, stupid, cowardly civilization. You want to put that on your resume? Hey, United States. Boy, that's really something. And then by the time it got to be 1989 to 2001, they were calling it the Great Satan. Okay, so what do we mean? After capitalism creates the products, like Andrew Carnegie, it goes into socialism, which can also be religion. And it's a freezing cold night in New York City. And the capitalist who's comfortable and rich in his limousine, he says, I'm going to do charity, socialism. The church says we're going to give charity to people, socialism. It's the next step after capitalism creates the wealth, socialism. Then after socialism comes communism. And communism means they've built up this big authoritarian ruling class that wants more and more and more until it collapses. Hey, how many train conductors do you have on the subway? We got 6. And it still doesn't run on time because they're all bickering and fighting like they've been watching Murphy Brown episodes or something. So, Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall. Walmart began in 1989. Central planning. That's what communism is. One central location to bring all the products, and you go and buy it there. That's central planning. That's communism. You buy a pound of peanuts for $5, and then you go in a month later and you see that it's 12 ounces of peanuts for $5. That's communism. That's one of the details you can recognize. We're not to the point of empty shelves yet. That's communism. Okay, government money paying for everything. Almost every single human being in the United States is tied up to the government tax money. I get everything I get from the government. Social Security, food card, medical, I get medical. I love it. I'm a Democrat. I like Governor Sisolak in Nevada and Cortez and all these. Because they take care of it. I'm the poorest one of all. I have nothing. No family, no nothing. I would be dead in a ditch like a communist country if we didn't have the government, taxes, Social Security, and money paying out. And yes, there is a lot of organized crime in there. Skimming and communism, skimming. Communism and organized crime mean the same thing, skimming. We don't even need that person. Why is he sitting in the office getting all the money and laughing that he makes money while he's sleeping? Now, they don't teach history anymore. The French Revolution dealt with this. They beheaded everyone. They beheaded the landlords. That's who they beheaded. With the newly invented guillotine. And so communism means government money. There's a guy over here that flies a plane at the Air Force Base. Then he buys a house, and he goes to Walmart shopping with his children, and he watches Disney movies. Whoa, sorry. You're going to have to work that out yourself. But all the money he's paying is government money from the government, from flying the plane for the military. All the poor people, even the immigrants, they complain the immigrants are getting the free welfare money and stuff. It's all being paid to Walmart. It's the government money. It's communism. If it wasn't communism, it would just be one guy making a toolbox over here and one guy over here making a hammer and then coming to what they call the market, the central location, to trade. There's government money in everything. So economically, we've been living in communism, and communism is the third phase after capitalism. Capitalism, socialism, communism, and then I guess I don't know what. World War III,